Good morning, viewers. Welcome to Global Entertainment News Breakfast Show, your daily dose of news and updates. I am your host, Bella, and joining me on the studio today is
Student.
we'll be taking today's top story from Punch and Vanguard newspaper. And today's top story from Punch: EFCC arrests 9 suspected internet fraudsters in Abuja. The Economic and Financial Crime Commission has arrested 9 individuals suspected of engaging in internet fraud in the Federal Capital Territory, Abuja, according to a statement released on Tuesday by EFCC Head of Media and Publicity, Dele Oyewole. The arrests were made at 2 locations: Sunny Villa Estate in Lokongoma and Open Heaven Estate in Dawaki. During the operation, law enforcement officers seized several items, including 4 luxury cars, laptop computers, iPad, and mobile phone, which are believed to have been used in fraudulent activity. Well, um, the this internet fraudster thing has really been becoming a norms in Nigeria recently. That even the youth will now be in support of it. That since the government is not providing work for them, and then they needed to feed home, they needed to feed their family, they needed to make um, achieve some things, why wouldn't they not go into internet fraudster or something like that? And I don't really know what is the positive impact in it, because if you are going to be caught by the EFCC, you are going to jail.
But my whole point here is that the EFCC said they seize phones, they seize laptop, iPad.
iPad.
But I don't think there's anything for them to seize cars. Since they are saying they believe this is used for fraudulent activities. Is the car used for fraudulent activities?
Well, the car will. They already believe that the car belongs to the people. The
But
money they use to acquire the car is
they,
for the
they, they,
people.
they can't say the money they use acquire the car is for fraudulent. They don't need to seize the cars. Yes, fine, you can seize the phone, probably the phone you're using for fraudulent acts, laptops, iPad, but the cars, I don't think there's anything for them to seize the cars. Something they can't do to hire politicians. When they see young boys that don't have connection to that stage, they believe they can just take things away from them. If they can't do this to those that are stealing Nigerians' money, billions of naira, they can't even collect their phone. Talk less of saying they want to collect a laptop, and they will just take them to the courts. But why would they be seizing cars and everything? I'm supporting the fact that this is very bad. Scamming is bad, but what is right is right. What is wrong is wrong.
Well, let's move on. Bus driver arrested as 16 killed in gas cylinder explosion. The driver of an 18-seater bus that caught fire and claimed the life of 16 travelers on Tuesday due to the explosion of a gas cylinder has been detained by the police. Punch Metro report that the vehicle caught fire after some assaulting at the Buhari estate along the Abeokuta-Shagam Express. An eyewitness who identified himself simply as Akin told our correspondent on Tuesday that several vehicles that some sympathizers thought did not have fire extinguisher that could have been used to prevent the damage. He also faulted the delayed response of the Ogun State Fire Service in salvaging the situation. This is the thing about we Nigeria not taking the most important thing that we needed in our in the car, because fire extinguisher is quite important for whichever car you think you are driving, be it a car that you see that is a small car. It's very very important. Imagine those cars that stop by, they have their fire extinguisher. Those fire would have been put out easily.
Well, uh, it's a very bad news when it comes to loss of life and everything. 16 people. It's not easy. Out of those 16 people, some of them are someone's father, some of them are someone's mother, some of them are someone's child.
System.
So I think the the state government in charge of that would the Abeokuta Shagamu Expressway. That's the Ogun State. I think they need to have probably a fire service on that express that will be able to stop things like this when it happens easily, because I don't think there's any fire service on that express. If there was a fire service on that express, they would have responded to that
Exactly.
quickly.
Exactly. My condolences to those that lost their loved one. Let's move on. Ex-immigration CG Paradank found dead in Abuja hotel room. Police. The Federal Capital Territory Police Command has says the former Controller General of the Nigerian Immigration Service, David Paladang, was found dead in a hotel room in Abuja hours after lodging with a female guest. The command, in a statement by its spokesperson Josephine Ade on Tuesday, says the retired CG checked into Joyce House Hotel, Area 3 Junction on Monday at around 12 p.m. driving a black Mercedes Benz. Ade says he booked a room for 22,000 and soon after directed the hotel worker to escort a female visitor to his room. According to her, the lady left the premises at about 4 p.m., after which Paradigm remained inside his room and did not come out. There is another story of a ex-immigrant CG losing his life in a hotel room with a female guest. The last one was a police officer, right? And this one, our security personnel. Well, I'm not going to say that if they're supposed to be a saint or they have to act like a leader. Everyone has their own, but this one is actually a tragic death and a bad loss, I swear.
I don't want to be very saucy in my statement, but this kind of incident now, will the federal government have I'm trying to remember the word they use for any officer that died, in duty. Is retired already. But if in this kind of case, probably an officer on duty dies in this kind of situation, is the government going to prepare a military a
Barry.
military burial for that kind of person, knowing that the person died in an hotel with a woman or after seeing
The
a woman?
woman was not seen. She left the premises at around 4 p.m. And I think that after the tragic death of the CG, she felt maybe scared, like was scared and then trying to run for her life. But at all costs, you should have just remained and then tried to contact the police. I know our Nigerian police would not wanted to hear that she doesn't have a hand involved in his death, but at the same time, would have just contacted the police and let them sort everything out. Well, let's move on. Family of deceased policemen gets 11.2 million in Kogi. Kogi State Police Command has disbursed 11.2 million naira to the family of three police officers who lost their life in the line of duty. In a statement on Tuesday, the command spokesperson William Aya says the funds were provided under the Group Life Assurance and Inspector General of Police Family Welfare Scheme. The initiative, he explained, reflects the commitment of the IGP Kayode Ibetoku says and the Police Force Welfare Scheme to offering financial relief to the family of deceased officer. Uh, uh, it's a good one coming from the police scheme. But I was thinking that at least the government would have been in a part of it to actually look to those police officers that lost their life in the battle line. But at the same time, it's actually a good one that the police comes together to provide that
To me,
amount of
I don't
money.
know how the police are saying. Probably in their mind, they believe the 11.2 million naira is an huge money for three people. To me, it's very small when it comes to being for a officer to die in the line of duty. 5 million is okay for each person, not 11.2 million. How do they want to share that 11 point? It's not even up to 4 million for them to share. So I don't think the government should be expecting one kind of accolade towards that kind. That's 3.4 million naira each. I don't think the government should be expecting accolades to that kind of probably they've helped them or something like that. They can do better.
Yeah,
5 million naira
this
is
one is coming from actually within the police scheme,
it's
not
not within the police scheme. It's general scheme. It's the general scheme of the police. Since the IGP is involved, the
the
general scheme.
government, the federal government is not involved in all that. Yeah.
It's the federal government that funds them. So this money is coming from the or is there any illegal work the police are doing that's giving them that kind of money? 5 million is enough for each person that lost his or her life. 5 million to the families is enough. What are they saying? 11.2 million naira for just three people. You know, it's not even enough to arrange the burial for them.
Well, we hope our government actually put more effort and do better for those. Well, let's move on. Ex-mistress blackmailing blackmailing me after stoppage of monthly allowance. Ex Skybank chairman. The former chairman of the defunct Sky Bank, Tunde Ayeni, told the Federal Capital Territory Customary Court in Dawaki, Abuja on Tuesday that his ex-mistress, Ada Obi Alagu, resorted to blackmail after he stopped giving her monthly allowance in October 2024. Ayeni revealed that beyond the financial support, he had also purchased a property in Jabi where he placed Alagu as a trustee. However, he has now asked her to evacuate the residence after he discovered that Alago's daughter was not fatherly by him. The estranged lovers has been entangled in a paternity dispute over Alago's daughter, whose paternity Ayeni publicly denied.
Well, I don't think one should be blamed for anything.
No,
Since knowing that he's not the father of the child, definitely he has all rights
all the
to
rights.
withdraw the allowance he has been dropping every month. Because women can be very funny at times. Yeah, I've seen someone that lived with his family for over 15 years, not knowing that the child that that he has been nurturing for 10 years is not
It's all his.
his child. So it's very, very
But why
those
would
kind
the
in this
woman?
sort of situation, I think the woman needs to visit at least 5 years in prison. Just go and visit the prison for like 5 years with that kind of attitude.
Well, why would she now resort into blackmailing the man if the man already confirmed that she's involved in this paternity fraud with the child that the man thought that was his was not actually his, and then she just wanted to start blackmailing him with what? Well, we have our top story for you today from Vanguard. Alleged sexual harassment. CAN oppose call for Akpabio resignation. Christian Association of Nigeria (CAN) has rejected call for the resignation of Senate President Godswill Akpabio following allegation of sexual harassment against him by Senator Natasha Akpoti-Odunkan. This is as Pan Niger Delta Forum has accused the Arewa Consultative Forum of polit- politicizing the issue. Khan speaking through its chairman for the 19 northern states and the Federal Capital Territory, Reverend Joseph Hayabi, described the dispute as shameful and unfortunate and, the, and and called the national elders to mediate to protect the integrity of the National Assembly.
Well, if the National Assembly can coordinate themselves and it leads to them being exposed to the public with the what's like what's happening between Fabio and Natasha now, it's not it's something that shouldn't come out to the
Yeah,
public.
to the public.
If the assembly cannot keep themselves together, the Senate House cannot keep themselves together and resolve things in the same room that they are, then I don't think there's anything they have to tell us again.
Yeah.
If Akpabio is guilty of the
Eh,
allegation leveled against him,
Nigerian law will not stand on that ground because
so
so many people
Akpabio
are actually.
has a lot of power. Being see after the president and the vice president, the third highest person in the country is Senate President. He has that power he has as the Senate President is is something huge. It's not something that it's not someone you can just take to court anyhow and expect to that concrete evidence.
Well, Nigerian's law will never favor the poor masses. Let me just put it like that. It will always go for those that actually have the power and then the money as well. Let's move on. Anambra community leader murdered in his residence. A community leader in Umu Idioka village, Akwa, Chief Michael Nwobo, 83, has been murdered in his residence, 27 Okolobu Street, Umuoduka Village, Akwa Ibom, Anambra State, by unknown person. The incident happened last Sunday when the hoodlums gained access to his residence after his family member had gone to church. According to his first son, Mr. Nnaemeka Nwobu, who is based in South Korea, I got a call on Sunday that my father, Chief Michael Nwobu, was murdered Sunday. My father was supposed to go as a witness in High Court, Akwa, on the 5th of March 2025 over the land dispute between Mr. Patrick Nwobo and Mr. Nnamdi Nwaemeka, but he was killed on March 2nd. I was told he was stabbed several times.
Well, with what the son has come out to say, definitely it's between
Families.
Mr. Patrick and between that land dispute with Mr. Patrick and Mr. Nnamdi Nwaemeka, because if it's not about what happened, then why would someone that is going to cause March 5th being attacked March 2nd and stabbed severally without having any issues with anybody outside? Definitely there's something fishy. I think
Yes.
Mr. Patrick Nwoko and Mr. Nnamdi Nwaemeka needs to be questioned. Needs to come out for questioning, so they will really face the law and know the right thing to do.
Exactly, because I feels like this thing is all within family disputes and all that, which really needs to be settled because him being murdered, him being murdered because of a land dispute.
Okay.
Well, let's move on. Catholic Church kicks as kidnapper adopted priest, seminarian in Edo. The Edo State Police Command yesterday confirmed the kidnapping of a Catholic priest identified as Reverend Father Philip Ekeli and a seminarian, Peter Andrew, at St. Peter Catholic Church, Ivokwa, Etasko, East Local Government Area of the state. A statement by the police public relations officer, Moses Yamu, says the incident took place on March 3rd at about 11:30 p.m. and that is the police imitated a rescue operation with the vigilantes in the area, including hunters who rushed to the scene. Oh,
It's very serious when it comes to after we're hearing about kidnappers kidnapping high ranked
people
people,
being
but
kidnapped,
now it's now getting to the fact that we are arresting
kidnapping priests.
pledges like East and Seminarians. This is very alarming. This happened, I think it happened last year, case where the Seminarian was adopted and later killed on his body somewhere else. And it's really alarmed the Catholic society. But now it's happening again, and this really needs to be attended to, it needs to be attended to because
Our
if this
government
keeps
and
happening,
security needed to be tightened.
if it keeps happening like this, no one is safe in the country.
No one is safe anymore.
No one is safe. Yeah.
Well, let's move on. Enforcement of Okada ban. Task force impound 82 motorcycles. The Lagos State Task Force, in a surprise operation yesterday, stormed Mile 2 on the Oshodi-Apapa Expressway and impounded no fewer than 82 commercial motorcycles, popularly known as Okada. However, no operator was arrested. Task Force Public Relations Officer Badeye Rahim, who confirmed the raid, says detail would be given today. The operation, which began around noon, aimed at enforcing the state government ban on commercial motorcycle operation in the area. However, it turned chaotic as some commercial motorcyclists attempt to flee.
I think the Lagos state government needs to understand that most of these people that you are seizing their bikes, they are family men, and they need to feed the family. Notwithstanding that the government has banned Okada from the highway, but we need to understand something that these people need to feed. We are guilty when it comes to provision of what people are going to cater for in their family. The government is clear about that. And the commuters also, the riders also are also guilty in the fact that the government has told them earlier enough that they don't want bike on the express.
Exactly.
You don't want bike on the express. This is something, it's very, very easy. You don't want bike on the express. See that you move into streets, leave the federal road and move into
Street.
state road. It's fine. If you're on the express, you are against the law. This is what they don't understand. Now that the tax force have done the operation now, I tell you, it's either they don't give them the bikes or they pay fine, huge
To
amount
get
of
the
money
to
to
get the
get their bike
back
back.
back.
And how will you even know those that you seize their bike? Just
Exactly.
imagine, how will you know that this person will not have this
And the
bike?
most funniest part that those people actually truck into Lagos State every night, a truck full of bike and people inside it as well, just to come and work for their. I don't even understand, but that thing staying on a highway to actually operate is a risk for you and also a risk for whoever that is working. Being on the street, like just from here to that side, is not going to be that much. But right now, because it feels like there's so much traffic in Lagos State, some people are in a rush to get to their work. They prefer to just board a bike that is higher than the amount of the bus that they would have taken. And I really feel pity for those, but at the same time, they are going against the rules and regulation of the government. Well, we have come to the end of today's show. Thank you for joining us today on the Breakfast Show. I have been your host, Bella. I hope you enjoyed today's program. Don't forget to like, share, and subscribe. Have a blessed day. Until next time. Bye.